Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Trade, Tourism and Investment Seminar and Business Forum is about to start in 5 minutes. Please proceed to your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, the seminar is about to begin. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the seminar is about to begin. Please proceed to your seats. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The seminar is about to begin. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the seminar will begin now. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please rise to welcome the Honorable Johnny, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Let's give a warm welcome to Chief Executive. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, esteemed speakers. A very warm welcome to the Trade, Tourism and Investment Seminar and Business Forum, themed Navigating the New Landscape and Future Opportunities in Southeast Asia's largest economy. My name is Michelle Mack, and it is my honor to be your master of ceremony today. This event kicks off Indonesia Week Hong Kong 2024, organized by the Consulate General of Indonesia in Hong Kong, running from the 1st to the 3rd of November at the Wan Chai Harbourfront event space. Our agenda includes business forums, exhibitions, food bazaars, and art and music performances, all aimed at enhancing the dynamic relationship between Indonesia and Hong Kong, and opening new avenues for trade, investments, and cultural exchange. We are most grateful for the generous support of our sponsors, Bank Negara Indonesia, Indo Market, and Indonesia Central Bank in Beijing for making this event possible. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthems of Indonesia and the People's Republic of China as we honor the strong ties and mutual respect that underscores our discussions today. Thank you so much. Please be seated. It is now my privilege to introduce Mr. Yul Edison, the Indonesian Consul General in Hong Kong, to come onto stage and kick off this exciting morning. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause for Mr. Yul Edison. Mr. Yul Edison, the stage is yours.
The Honorable John Casey Lee, Chief Executive, Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, His Excellency Djauhari Oratmangun, Indonesian Ambassador for People's Republic of China, His Excellency Chu Jianchun, Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Special Advisor of Indonesia Central Bank, Mr. Juli Budi Winantya, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to all of you. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome all of you today to Indonesia Business Forum and Seminar. Your presence today carries a strong message to pursue our shared goal of deepening the economic ties between Indonesia and Hong Kong. Indonesia has long considered Hong Kong as our valued partner in trade, investment, and finance, with plenty of potential for us to explore even further. To that end, Indonesia is committed to creating an even more conducive business environment through structural reforms and stronger regulatory transparency. Distinguished guests, this forum also marks the official kickoff of Indonesia Week Hong Kong 2024, showcasing Indonesia's rich cultural heritages and its economic development both. As the biggest showcase of Indonesian culture in Hong Kong in over a decade, Indonesia Week Hong Kong serves as a platform to promote deeper cultural exchanges between the people of Hong Kong and Indonesia through a variety of performances, workshops, and exhibitions on the 2nd to the 3rd of November in Wan Chai Harbor Front. I invite all of you to join in the festivities. Indonesia Week Hong Kong 2024 could not happen without the generous support of our incredible sponsors. Our thanks and appreciations go to sponsors at all levels for making the Indonesia Week Hong Kong 2024 possible. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no better time than today to navigate Indonesia's new chapter and seize the opportunities that the nation has to offer. As we move forward, I'm confident that Indonesia has plenty of significant opportunities for both domestic and international businesses. On this note, I close my speech and I wish you a productive and insightful forum. I thank you all.
Thank you so much, Consul General. Next, we are delighted to hear from the financial sector. Please welcome Mr. Juli Winantya, Special Advisor to the Governor of the Indonesia Central Bank, who will share his invaluable insights. Please give a warm welcome to Mr. Winantya.
Your Excellency, the Honorable Juli, the Chief Executive of Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, Your Excellency, Mr. Djauhari Oratmangun, Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia in Beijing, People's Republic of Indonesia, People's Republic of China, excuse me. Your Excellency, Chu Jianchun, Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Your Excellency, Mr. Yul Edison, Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia in Hong Kong, distinguished speakers, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to extend a warm and cordial welcome to this morning's seminar on trade, tourism, and investment. Bank Indonesia, the Central Bank of Indonesia, is proud to participate in this event with the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Beijing and also the Indonesian Consulate General in Hong Kong. We expect that this event will expand the new opportunities for Hong Kong investors to become more engaged in investing in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, we firmly believe that Indonesia has consistently been one of the most promising investment destination. I would like to emphasize 3 key factors that underscore this belief. First, the consistent macroeconomic stability. The second, solid economic performance. And third, our commitment to structural reform, as well as leveraging rapid development in digitalization to achieve strong, sustainable, balanced, and inclusive growth. And allow me to elaborate those 3 factors briefly. First, in a world marked by geopolitical and financial uncertainty, Indonesia's macroeconomic fundamentals are exceptionally strong, providing a solid foundation for continued growth. Indonesia's inflation remained low and stable. In September, CPI inflation went down and remained within the target range of 2.5% with plus minus 1%. Inflation across all components stayed low, resulting in a year-on-year rate of around 1.8%. Core inflation stood at 2%, and volatile food inflation has went down to around 1.4%, supported by an increase in food supply and solid coordination among authorities to contain the inflation. We expect that inflation will remain within the target range in this year and next year, supported by sound monetary policy and effective policy synergy between Bank Indonesia and the government. On the exchange rate, our exchange rate has remained relatively stable amid uncertainties in the global financial market, and this is supported by Bank Indonesia's commitment to maintain rupiah stability. We also expect that the rupiah will remain stable, supported by attractive yield, low inflation, and also the promising economic growth outlook and our commitment to stabilize the currency. Credit growth in September reached 10.85%, driven by sustained interest in lending and also the support of Bank Indonesia macroprudential liquidity facility. And we expect that credit growth to be in the range of 10 to 12% this year and grow higher in next year. The financial system remains resilient with strong banking sector liquidity, and Bank Indonesia will continue to enhance the effectiveness of the accommodative macroprudential policy implementation and mitigating various risks that have the potential to disrupt the financial stability. Second, Indonesia emerged as a rising economy and play a more important role in global economy. Our economy has shown consistent growth. Economic performance in 2022 until the third quarter of this year was driven by strong domestic demand and also rising export performance. And we expect growth to remain solid in the fourth quarter, in part supported by higher investment. Bank Indonesia expects that Indonesia's economic growth for 2024 to range between 4.75% to 5.5%. Looking ahead, we expect higher economic growth in 2025. Sustained efforts are essential to boost growth from both demand and supply side. Bank Indonesia continues to strengthen its policy mix to support this growth in close collaboration with government fiscal policy. Third, the Indonesian government is deeply committed to ongoing structural reforms aimed at improving infrastructure and creating a more favorable investment climate. Growth in foreign direct investment has been driven by recent economic policy packages focused on deregulation, law enforcement, and also creating more favorable business environment. A prime example of our structural reform is the downstreaming of natural resources. One of our success stories is the nickel downstreaming program, which has expanded into iron and steel production and will soon include lithium batteries. The export of ferronickel picked up more than tenfold compared to 2017, and the total value of nickel derivatives surged from USD 3 billion in 2017 to USD 29 billion in 2022. This surge in export and production is a direct result of the higher investment in nickel derivative products. On the digitalization and demographic factor, Indonesia's potential to benefit from digitalization is immense. Nearly 70% of Indonesia's population is between the age of 15 and 64, and this demographic bonus, coupled with our status as the fourth highest country globally in terms of internet users, make Indonesia well-positioned for digital growth. Over the past 5 years, especially during the pandemic, the preference for digitalization has grown stronger. In addition to that, Indonesia has also implemented several policies to promote green and inclusive growth, particularly focusing on small and medium enterprise. The government has also emphasized the importance of decarbonizing SME, recognizing their significant role in the economy and their contribution to greenhouse gas emission. By supporting SMEs in adopting sustainable practices, Indonesia aims to enhance their competitiveness, open new market, and create quality jobs, contributing to the both economic growth and environmental sustainability. And Bank Indonesia also plays a crucial role in this area by supporting incentive policy that boosts inclusive and green financing, particularly through macroprudential policy. We believe that this development, bolstered by strong synergy between Bank Indonesia and the government, will guide Indonesia toward promising prospects, ensuring stability and fostering growth. This is reflected in the recent assessment by 3 major rating agencies, which consistently affirm Indonesia's credit rating, highlighting its macroeconomic stability and solid growth prospect. In this spirit, I warmly invite Hong Kong's investors to join us in the Unlocking Indonesia's Vast Economic Potential. In closing, I would like to thank you for your participation today. We encourage you to explore the diverse business opportunities in investing in Indonesia and also experience the rich culture and nature of Indonesia's nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Winantya. Please be seated. Coming up next is an absolute honor for us to welcome His Excellency, Ambassador Djauhari Oratmangun, the Indonesian ambassador to the People's Republic of China. A very warm welcome to Mr. Ambassador. We are so eager to hear from you.
Honorable Mr. John K. Lee, Chief Executive, Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, His Excellency Chui Jianchun, Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, my dear friend Consul General here in Hong Kong, Yul Edison, Special Advisor to Governor of the Indonesian Central Bank, Mr. Juli Budi Winantya, my dear friend, Mr. Nurul, Pak Nurul, the Deputy Minister of Investment, is coming here with the big group from Jakarta and from Beijing. Distinguished speakers from Indonesia and Hong Kong, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to you all. Let me first of all start by thanking Mr. John Lee, private sector in Hong Kong, and of course our Consul General, because according to the Minister of Investment, the press briefing recently, Hong Kong now is the second largest investor in Indonesia. Round of applause. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Hopefully, soon we'll be number 1. And then according to the data recently published, trade volume between Hong Kong and Indonesia, according to Mr. Consul General, up till September, already reached $6 billion. So investment and trade coming from Hong Kong, it's much more larger than some of the countries in other regions. So congratulations and thank you very much. So I would like to thank Consul General Yul Edison and his team for their hard work in making this event a successful one. This is not my first visit to Hong Kong. I've been to Hong Kong maybe more than 15 times, even during my time as an ambassador in other countries, as a deputy foreign minister, and as well now in Beijing. I've been to Hong Kong maybe close to 20 times, and I love Hong Kong. So I'm very excited to be in Hong Kong, especially to see the attention from the business sector here to Indonesia. Indonesia is embarking a new journey. With the beginning of our new president, President Prabowo's administration, hopes are high from our people and from our partners countries, as well as Hong Kong. We have successfully conducted a peaceful election, including in Hong Kong, thanks to the support of the Hong Kong government. Now, as a one nation, we are working together to ensure a smooth transition. President Prabowo is committed to continue the legacy of President Joko Widodo. The commitment has also been conveyed to President Xi Jinping this April during his visit as an elected president. And he's coming to Beijing as well in early November. During his inauguration speech, he stated very clear that the nation's goal is the welfare of the people, people-centered, people-oriented. To fulfill this goal, China, especially Hong Kong, will play a very important role as well. It's already mentioned before, for a very long period of time, Hong Kong has been the top 3 of FDI from Indonesia in the last 5 years. For Indonesia, I mean. This year, or this third quarter, Hong Kong supersedes China, reaching more than $6 billion. This is the realization, not the pledge. Many potentials remain open to Hong Kong investors, especially if you consider Indonesia as entry point for Southeast Asia. And I think much has been said by our special advisor to the central bank governor. And of course, we would like also to see more Indonesian companies listed in Hong Kong financial market. Second, as a market hub, especially to mainland China, we hope more products can be distributed through Hong Kong market, especially for non-oil and gas commodity, such as tropical fruits, fish products, and currently Indonesia and China are finalizing quarantine protocol for durian. I think we have a best durian as well. And then last night I was able to enjoy durian here in Hong Kong. I love durian anyway. And coconut. And of course, more bird nest farms will be registered to China Customs. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, allow me briefly to touch on the state of bilateral relations between Indonesia and China. Almost 11 years ago, Indonesia and China have been, we call it comprehensive strategic partners with a number of successful cooperation. Since 2018, both have synergized the Belt and Road Initiative and Global Maritime Forum. From the synergy, there are already a number of strategic cooperations, such as Jakarta-Bandung high-speed train, the regional comprehensive economic corridors in 4 provinces in Indonesia, North Sumatra, North Kalimantan, Bali, and North Sulawesi, and the concept of 2 countries twin park. During the last 10 years, our cooperation has expanded at all levels. The previous president, Joko Widodo, has visited China 8 times and has met with President Xi Jinping 12 times. This current president already met President Xi once and is going to be second one in the very near future. And as already mentioned in many occasions, that these relations should be reflected in the number as well. Number of trade, number of investment, and number of people-to-people cooperation. Because I do believe that the people-to-people pillar will play a strong role to strengthen the economic cooperation in the many years to come. When I arrived in Beijing in early 2018, our trade with China, it's only 72 billion US dollar. Last year, it's already 140 billion US dollar. It's almost double. If the trend continue, I think within 5 years' time, it will be doubled again. While the investment from China in Indonesia in 2023 reached 7.4, 2022, 8.6, and then when I arrived, it was 1.2. So we would like to see that more and more investors coming from Hong Kong and China to be in Indonesia. The special advisor to the central bank already mentioned why you have to come to Indonesia, and later on, the Deputy Minister of Investment with his team will explain as well why you should come to Indonesia. One other point that I would like to mention is ASEAN, Hong Kong, and ASEAN, China. The population of ASEAN is 660 million people. The middle class is rising up. ASEAN and China, 3 years ago, the leaders elevated the relationship to become comprehensive strategic partners. What has happened since then, both sides are the largest trading partner to each other. 2022, almost 1 trillion US dollar. We already surpassed Europe and America and other countries. And Indonesia is the largest economy in ASEAN, the largest population in ASEAN as well. And the determination of this government, the Ministry of Investment, the central bank, etc., is to create a conducive environment for the investor to come and invest in Indonesia, and in particular from Hong Kong and China. Because then you will have the Indonesian market as well as ASEAN market, and now we are engaging in the RCEP, 15 countries, 30% of the global economy. So once again, thank you very much, Mr. Juli, Consul General, for continue to support cooperation between Indonesia and Hong Kong. Terima kasih, xie xie, kamsia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Thank you for highlighting so many opportunities for investments and trade in Indonesia. Please be seated. Now let's welcome the Honorable John Lee, Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to deliver his remarks. A very warm welcome to Chief Executive. Thank you so much for being here this morning, Chief Executive. The stage is yours.
Your Excellency, Ambassador Djauhari Oratmangun, Consul General Yul Edison, Mr. Juli Budi Winantya, Commissioner Cui Jian-chun, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It gives me great pleasure to join you today at the Indonesian Business Forum and Seminar, which opens Indonesia Week Hong Kong 2024. This weekend, Indonesia Week is bringing to Hong Kong the performing arts, fashion, food, music, and more, all under the theme of a bridge to Indonesia. The bridge between Hong Kong and Indonesia has long been open, welcoming, and mutually rewarding, whether in the arts and culture or business and investment. I know many in Hong Kong look forward to this weekend to enjoying all the cultural diversity, creativity, and fabulous food that Indonesia is renowned for. And what better place to promote Indonesian culture in all its magnificent manifestations than Hong Kong, the East meets West Center for International Cultural Exchange. Today, however, we are going to focus on business matching too. I announced my third policy address 2 weeks ago, where I unveiled a series of reform measures to enhance economic development and build a better future for Hong Kong. I'm pleased to say that expanding relations with Indonesia and the countries of Southeast Asia is a priority of the Hong Kong SAR government. Initiatives that benefit our Indonesian communities and those of the other 9 countries of ASEAN continue to highlight our agenda, as my policy address made clear. Under the dedicated fund for branding, upgrading, and domestic sales, or the BUD fund, the geographical coverage of e-commerce easy will be expanded to ASEAN. That means our SMEs can better implement their e-commerce projects in this bustling area of growth. And we will launch the Hong Kong Shopping Festival to help companies tap into the ASEAN market. In addition, the northbound multiple entry visas to the mainland for the foreign staff of Hong Kong registered companies have been extended to 5 years. We are making it easier to visit the mainland for business and for pleasure. The new visa follows the introduction in July of the mainland travel permits for non-Chinese permanent residents in Hong Kong. As many of you will be aware, this new travel permit enables fast and efficient transit for non-Chinese citizens visiting the mainland for business and tourism purposes, whatever their nationality, residence status, or occupation. And we will provide self-service immigration clearance at all Hong Kong checkpoints, specifically for ASEAN travelers invited to participate in business, development, and related activities. Speaking of the bridge to Indonesia, I'm delighted to add that since August, Hong Kong SAR passport holders can visit Indonesia visa-free. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Chief Executive. Please remain on stage.
Let me please continue to tell my story as a bridge between Indonesia and our country, China. That makes Hong Kong one of the only 4 places outside ASEAN member states to be granted visa exemption to the beautiful country. Our tourism industry and the people of Hong Kong welcome the entry, convenience, another clear illustration of the close ties we enjoy with Indonesia. I'm determined to bring us closer together in education as well. In my policy address, I introduced a Study in Hong Kong initiative as part of my commitment to developing Hong Kong into an international hub for post-secondary education. Measures include offering additional scholarship opportunities for ASEAN students to study in Hong Kong. And I welcome more Indonesian students to join us to study in Hong Kong and make Hong Kong their second home. Indonesia, of course, is ASEAN's largest economy, boasting its largest population, land area, and GDP too. Hong Kong's merchandise trade with Indonesia increased by over 5% year on year. In 2022, services trade between the two places rose by nearly 15%. Given its thriving economy, abundant land supply, and energetic young workforce, Indonesia is truly the land of opportunities. It's why in July 2023, I visited Indonesia, leading a high-powered Hong Kong business delegation. That visit saw the signing of 15 MOUs covering trade and commerce, finance, logistics, and other areas. Our Secretary for Commerce and Economic Development, Algernon Yao, followed up in August last year, co-chairing the 7th ASEAN Economic Ministers Hong Kong-China consultation with Indonesia's Minister of Trade. And just a few months ago, the Legislative Council sent a business delegation to Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome Indonesian companies from around the world to look to Hong Kong as their rewarding way into the enormous mainland market, particularly the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area. Under the unique one country, two systems principle, Hong Kong enjoys unparalleled connectivity with both the mainland and the world. We have a long tradition of the rule of law and a common law system which dovetails with the system practiced in many global financial centers. Our simple and low tax regime means businesses can take home much larger shares of the money they make here. Together with our multilingual and multi-talented local workforce, as well as the talent we have ceaselessly attracted from around the world, Hong Kong provides an ideal gateway for businesses to thrive. The opportunities are far-reaching and in so many areas, from INT and green finance to healthcare, manufacturing, and more. And Hong Kong's strengths as an international financial, shipping, and trading center make it easy for Indonesian companies to expand their business into the Greater Bay Area. In finance, I'm pleased to note the welcome cooperation this past year between our two major stock exchanges. That's thanks to the signing in July 2023 of an MOU between the Indonesian Stock Exchange and Hong Kong Exchanges and Clearing Limited. A year ago this month, Hong Kong Exchange added the Indonesian Exchange as a recognized stock exchange, allowing companies listed on the booths to pursue a secondary listing in Hong Kong. Listing in Hong Kong offers Indonesian companies the opportunity to expand their market presence, the investor base, and their liquidity. More than half of Southeast Asian companies listing overseas have chosen Hong Kong Exchange. There may be mutual opportunity as well in green development. 2 years ago, Hong Kong Exchange established Core Climate, the only international carbon market to offer both Hong Kong dollars and renminbi settlement in the trading of voluntary carbon credits. Less than a year later, Indonesia launched its first carbon emission trading. Both are keen to fund efforts that reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Both are eager to make a dedicated difference in the global carbon trade. I look forward to Hong Kong's early accessions to our CEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which His Excellency the Ambassador has highlighted its significance. I'm confident that it's one of the best means of expanding and enriching business and investment opportunities between our two economies and economies throughout the region. Hong Kong is well placed to add value to our CEP, given our role as the super connector and super value adder between the mainland and the world of business. I'm encouraged by the responses from many RCMP members, Indonesia in particular, since our formal accession request in January 2022. And I sincerely thank the Indonesian government for your very precious support. During my visits to Indonesia and other ASEAN countries last year and this year, I reiterated Hong Kong's keen interest in joining our CEP and expressed my gratitude for their support. And I'm pleased to note that the RCEP Joint Committee's adoption this September of accession procedures. This is a milestone of RCEP and its determination to be open and inclusive. As a champion of free and multilateral trade, Hong Kong is fully prepared to join RCEP and in doing so, boost our bilateral trade relations, benefiting companies and investors in both Indonesia and Hong Kong. I continue to count on Indonesia and business leaders like your good selves, people who know Indonesia and Hong Kong well, who appreciate the value that Hong Kong can add to our CEP, to speak up in support of our accession bid. My thanks to the organizers, the Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia in Hong Kong, the Alumni Association of the University of Indonesia, Hong Kong chapter, Indonesia Incorporated, and the Hong Kong Indonesian Student Association for giving me this welcome opportunity to speak to you today. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a rewarding seminar, a weekend brimful of Indonesian culture, food and fun, and the best of business and health in the year to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chief Executive, and my sincere apology for interrupting you earlier. Please remain with us on stage for a photo session. May I now call upon all of our keynote speakers and dignitaries to join us on stage for a photo and toasting session to celebrate the unity and future cooperation between Indonesia and Hong Kong as we commence the Indonesian Week 2024 in Hong Kong. May I now have His Excellency Djauhari Oratmangun, Indonesian Ambassador to China. His Excellency Choi Jianchun, Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Mr. Yul Edison, Consul General of the Republic of Indonesia in Hong Kong. Mr. Juli Winantya, Special Advisor to the Governor of Indonesia Central Bank. Mr. Charles Loy, CEO of Fooking Trading and Indo Market. Mr. Nurul Ikhwan, Deputy Minister for Investment Promotion, BKPM. And Mr. Farid Faraito Di Sumasono, General Manager of Bank Negara Indonesia in Hong Kong. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us today, and let's capture this remarkable moment with a group photo. Please look towards the camera at the front with a big smile on your face, all looking happy and excited. Very nice, very happy and excited. And now to the left-hand side, please. We're all looking forward to very, very fruitful and engaging discussions later today. And to the cameras at the left-hand side as well. Thank you so much. Please remain on stage for a toasting session. Yes, cheers! Let us now raise our glasses, toasting to kick off Indonesian Week Hong Kong from the 1st to the 3rd of November, 2024. Cheers to the unity between Indonesia and Hong Kong. And we look forward to a flourishing partnership and mutual growth. Cheers, everyone! And let's capture this memorable moment. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us today. And we look forward to our two panel of discussion later. Thank you so much, everyone. Please be seated. Due to a prior commitment, the Chief Executive will not be able to remain with us until the end of the event. However, we greatly appreciate his support. Please join me, ladies and gentlemen, in giving him a warm round of applause as he leaves the ballroom. Thank you so much, Chief Executive, for being with us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take this moment to extend our heartfelt thanks to all of our sponsors and co-organizers, without whom the Indonesia Week Hong Kong 2024 would not be possible. Please join me in a warm round of applause for our sponsors to show our sincere appreciation. They are the
大佬。喂，1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。啱唔掂啊？跌啦！得㗎啦。OK。有㗎啦。梳。幫我撳住先。唔係我交法攞嚟。所以我攞咗線先。啊，放咗線先，交法先。交錢攞咗真係。係咯，佢唔係攞。叫你攞膠先攞塔。佢頭先冇咯。等等，我托住先，睇手。成個歪晒啊！歪晒。等。好。唔係。
bagus ini juga. Kita foto mereka dulu dong. Kamu duluan.
Yang terakhir Bapak mengenai Pak. Mereka tadi itu ada yang bertanya, menanyakan mengenai arsip. Kan kalau kita sebenarnya kan sebenarnya udah dukung kan?
Iya. Ini tadi udah mention itu. Bilang aja we would like. Kita akan sangat senang apabila Hong Kong ikut bergabung di RCEP. Ya, tanpa menyebutkan dukung atau tidak. Ya. Senang apabila. Oke. You start.
Very good morning to all of you colleagues from the media. So this is a great day for us, you know. And today that I'm accompanied by our ambassador, His Excellency Djauhari Oratmangun, our ambassadors for the People's Republic of China. So we just see the opening ceremony and also special remarks from Chief Executive. It's very inspiring. And today And we are ready to have some questions from yourself. Please, the time is yours. Yeah, thank you for the questions. So actually, that as mentioned by our ambassador during his remarks, that we would like to increase the number of our Hong Kong investment in Indonesia and also the trade value between Indonesia and Hong Kong. And in addition to that, also mentioned by the chief executive, that we would like to increase the number of Indonesian students in Hong Kong. It is a good opportunity for us. But it is actually some goals that we would like to achieve in the years to come. Sectors like, for investment, like in mining sectors in Indonesia, and also to develop infrastructure in Indonesia. This is the best sector to invest in Indonesia. So we are happy if Hong Kong join the RCEP, because we know the Hong Kong plays an important role in the global economy. Yeah. So this is the answer that I can give it to you. Yeah.
Bilang itu tergantung negara lain.
So this not depends on Indonesia, but also depends on other countries, because the member of RCEP right now not only Indonesia, So and we will see it. Yeah. Yeah. It is possible. Yeah, probably possible actually. Yeah. We hope the sooner the better, but not depends only on Indonesia. Business forum, yeah, normally that we hold the business forum every year. Yeah. But the biggest event like this year, probably every 2 or 5 years only, because it costs a lot of money, and also our energy. We need to give our focus on this event, big event like this week for 3 days, because we prepare more than a year. Is there any questions to our ambassador?
Let me say a few words. As I already mentioned during my speech, that I need to congratulate Chief Executive of Hong Kong, Mr. John Lee, and private sector, because this year, up till September, Hong Kong already #2 as an investor in Indonesia. So the purpose of this event is already mentioned by Consul General, not only investment, but trade as well. Because up till September, trade between Hong Kong and Indonesia almost 6 billion. And the other thing is people-to-people connectivity through education, through tourism. You have some of the best university in Asia and in the world here in Hong Kong. So we would like as well Indonesian students to pursue their higher education in Hong Kong, because my government is concentrating on human development as well. And I think Chief Executive mentioned about the free visa. We would like to see more and more Hong Kongers to visit wonderful Indonesia, as well as Indonesian coming to Hong Kong. Like I myself, I've been to Hong Kong more than 15 times, maybe 20 times for the last few years. So this is the idea of Consul General and team here having an Indonesian week here in Hong Kong to bring Indonesia to the peoples in Hong Kong and to introduce as well the new policy of the new government in Indonesia. Thank you.
So, is there any questions? More questions from the media?
Sudah kayaknya. Oke.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming and to cover our event.
Sini. Oh ya udah, tadinya saya mau foto. Sini Pak. Sini.
Now let's take a picture with media. Sini. Okay, thank you. I got you.